Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like these videos, please subscribe and click the little bell and you'll be notified when future videos are uploaded. It's always hard to lose a loved one, whether it be a friend, a relative, a parent, a sibling. But it is comforting to know that they can send us messages. And let's get your message from a loved one today. So look at the 3 piles of cards and use your intuition and see which pile are you drawn to getting a message from your loved one who's on the other side. You may pause the video if you're having a little difficulty or need longer time to choose. So let's get started. Those of you who chose option number 1, your message begins now. Your loved one from the other side wants to know that they see that you are working hard. This is the 3 of Pentacles, that you're working hard to rebuild your life since they've been gone, and they're very proud of the accomplishments that you have done. This is the card about moving on, having a plan, putting things together. You might be reorganizing some of the stuff. And this card also indicates hanging a picture up. Some of you could have recently hung a picture up or been looking at the picture. Now, this is an interesting card because the wheel means that they're helping you steer and navigate through life. So they're acting as a guide. See them hanging on, watching you from the stars, and they're saying, hey, let's bring an opportunity here or steer you over there. It's also the card of bringing you good luck. And it's always nice when loved ones can bring us some good luck. So they are realizing that you've got somebody in your life that's not behaving the best, okay? This can be the sneaky behavior card. It could be hidden information. Somebody who's not just, they don't have a high level of integrity right now, okay? And so this is just a message to say, you know, be aware of that. There's nothing you can do to control it, but to just be aware of it. Your last message is that they want you to have a desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on and choosing to make life changes. So this is a very interesting card with a very powerful message for you. I'll put this up closer so you guys can look at that message more clearly. So if you want to write that down, if some of you want to write it down, it is a very powerful messages. It is a very powerful message. And so they are really wishing you the best as you journey on through life. And they want to tell you that you're the living. Keep living. Don't live in the past. Move on. Shut the door to the past. Don't spend too much time with people who behave like this, you know, and that they're sending you a lot of love and blessings from the other side. Those of you who selected message number 2, your message begins now. They are watching, your loved one is watching you from the stars or the moon. In fact, this is the card that they love you from the moon and back. And they are sorry that they had to leave the way that they did. So they offer an apology. They know that this is a very emotional time. Some of you can't even hardly think about them without tears rolling down. But the Hangman means that they want you to see their life from a different perspective. Yes, some of your loved ones on the other side have struggled. They struggled. And they may not have always lived the prettiest life, but now the struggle is released. Look at this. They are free. They are at peace. They are loving the other side because that's home. And they're indicating to you, we have 2 moons here. We have the moon and the high priestess and the moon here. They are indicating that you are very intuitive. Like you can pick up signs. You might see glimpses of them, like from the side of your eye. If they're near you, you'll be able to catch glimpses of them. Your intuition is telling you that they are near. And also, the nighttime for you guys is magical time. Like they can come to your dreams. So the two moons in these cards are about nighttime and magic and dreams. So they could, if you've dreamed about them, that very well could be them in your dreams speaking to you. So they're indicating that this is a time for, to pause and reflect on any decisions that you're going to make. The last card here is really a wonderful message from them. And it's the Queen of Winter. It's about being strong and patient and self-sufficient and yet funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now's the time to focus on your career, for those of you who are unmarried or divorced. And so that's a wonderful, powerful message to have from your loved one. They're just saying that to be strong and be self-sufficient and keep your sense of humor. And also maybe try something different. The Hangman could be their message that, it might be time to try something different. Those of you who chose pile 3, your reading begins now. So your message begins with the Chariot, and your loved one is like, I'm protecting you in the car while you're going down the road. Now, for some of you, there could have been some conflicts or in the family after they passed, and they just want to say, some of the people have strong willpower, and they're just who they are, and there's not a lot you can do. So it's just a matter of, knowing that you're not going to change the situation by changing another person. Now, this is also, they're going to impress upon certain songs. He's playing an instrument here. They're going to impress certain songs to play that's going to remind you of them. They know that you were successful. You recently were celebrating, some of you were celebrating a success, or you're very proud of yourself. They are very proud of you. They also realize that some of you have deep-seated fears, and they want to tell you there is no devil. There's no devil that's taunting you. This is a belief, and they're not. This is not about religion, but for those of you who chose this pile, they just want to tell you that it's pure love over there, and that this is simply a fear. There's no entity that's watching you. It's just a fear. So they want you to know that even if they have harmed themselves or caused their own death, they did not go here to this hot land, the place of the hot land. It doesn't exist. There's just pure love when you go home. Your last card is about, they want you to balance your life and take everyone's input into consideration. Merge the viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no rush. So for some of you, they're aware that you're making a decision right now, that there's some decision on the plate for you, and they're like, take your time. Take all the information in. Discard what you don't need. And this is also a card that not everything is black and white. This card is black and white, but they're saying, hey, take your time, get some more information. You are headed for the successful path, and they're going to celebrate that with you. And don't let fear get in the way. They are not in a hot place. So if any of you have had people who did end their own lives, they did not go to a hot place, okay? It's only love. This is just a belief, that was created, and they want you to know that it doesn't exist. So what a beautiful person that you have on the other side, because when I was doing this third pile, I absolutely got that I was supposed to pull another card, because they didn't think that 4 cards was enough for their message. And so I'm kind of chuckling. I had to reach for my deck to pull another card. So they want to indicate to you that, yeah, life brings some challenges, but right now they feel like you are doing a great job at conquering these challenges. Stand your ground, stand your boundary. You're strong. And put the storms of chaos behind you. Gain clarity. Fight for the good fight, for what is right, and be comfortable being who you are. Be comfortable being who you are. And they said you are successful, and you know that you can be successful. So they're like a cheerleader for you. They are so wonderful. You were lucky to have them in your life.